his match. He's out. Don't drop it, my boy. No, he doesn't.
But it was in the slot. The knuckleball does the trick. He'll be kicking himself because you wouldn't get a better length though. Under pressure, well taken. Kulasekara gone for 12. It's 8 for 160.
Mo'unga, non-striker's end. Out. No, it's not. It's long. It's got it away. And it's going all the way. Is it? Yes, you beauty. Across the line she goes.
Can be done. One blow, one big blow will open the game up. But everything wrong with that delivery. Mid-off, mid-on in the circle. The pace was there. And the length, so wrong.
10 to win, 9 to tie. Mo'unga's giving a bit of a pump up. Well played. Oh, it's safe. It's going long, but it's not going all the way. Is it? Yeah, it's gone all the way, has it? Give us 6. Give us the 6.
I reckon it's 6, Bill.
Up she goes, you beauty.
And Sri Lanka, they can win the series tonight.
They sure can. Let's look at the worm. Let's have a look at that worm.
Don't worry about the worm. You want to worry about the magpie because they're in real trouble here, the Australians. He pushes square. He'll come back. No, he's not going to come back. Oh, he's lost the strike. Oh, no. Mo'unga. He fronts it into the gap. He gets one. That's all they need. Whoa. Gets the single. He's done his job.
Good play. Gee, he summed that up really well.
He bowls a slower ball. Does he keep his eye on the ball? That's the key. Yes, he does! He's got him home! That's one of the best one-day innings you'll see in a long, long time. He's off. So are the Sri Lankans off. So is the crowds off. And we're off. What a performance, Michael Slater.
Unbelievable.
And he's going to bowl the final over as we thought. It's going to be Shomo Sharkar. He's a part-time bowler. The weakest link in this Bangladesh bowling attack, and he's got to protect 12 runs. Could be wide. He's missed the stumps again. How many times have they done that? It's been called wide. So that's a run, and an extra ball as well. Well, I mean, not the first time in this innings. Oh, he missed it again. Oh, that kind of night for Vijay Shankar. You got to feel for him. It's a newcomer. He's just not been able to get bat on ball. He's got the power. He's just not getting the connection. Dinesh Karthik had a few words with him. He needs to get on strike.
Well, all the more reason that he should have just tapped it instead of going for the glory shot. Tapped it and given the strike to Dinesh Karthik.
If you look at the field set, there's no one in front on the onside. The only fielder is inside the circle on the onside is the fine leg who's inside the circle.
Directed. Now misses. No, don't take the second. Was there a little bit of bias there?
Oh, a little bit, just a little bit. Yes, there was a misfield, and luckily the ball hadn't gone too far away. Otherwise, they certainly would have been tempted to go for a second, but it is still touch and go. 10 needed, 4 deliveries.
But this is the real test now. Dinesh Karthik is on strike. Hasn't been dismissed in this tournament. He's got 22 of 6. This is the test. Modern day cricket, last over, you always get a boundary somewhere, a 6 and a 4. So it's not a big ask. Couple of boundaries, and that should do it for India. 4 balls left. But this is more India's game than Bangladesh's. Get a run. Vijay Shankar is back on strike. Had to take the single. Would have been too risky to not take that.
And well, this is something that really we could avoid. In the middle of the over, 12th man coming in, that is something you really, really want to avoid.
What are the umpires doing?
Well, that's it. The umpire should have stepped in. The square leg umpire should have stepped in straight away and said, hello, there's no need for drinks. After 3 deliveries, you're going to go back in the dressing room and there'll be drinks. I'm not saying it's because the Bangladesh bowlers have asked for a drink.
Yeah.
It's just the rhythm of the game that has been interrupted.
And how can you have drinks in the middle of the over and the umpire okay with it? Anyway, so it was 12 needed, right? Last match as well for Bangladesh to win it. This is India now. Vijay Shankar has been missing balls rather than connecting. Is his luck going to change this ball? 3 left now, 3 balls left. Oh, he's found the gap. That's your boundary. So Vijay Shankar manages to get back the ball and he finds the gap as well. So 5 needed from 2 balls.
Well, the length. He's looking to bowl the Yorker, a good Yorker, but with no third man. All that the batsman needed to do was hit it between those 2 fielders. The short third man and the backward point.
Yeah, not a bad delivery at all from Soumya Sarkar, but it's a little bit too wide, but a terrific shot to find the gap.
India's game to win now. 5 needed from 2 balls. Well, he's gone straight. The ball's gone high. Hasn't got the length. 2 fielders getting under it. Oh, bit of a juggle, but the second one was allowed and he's taken the catch. Mehdi Hasan Miraj may have caught a rebound here. And more importantly, it's a dot ball.
Look at Saqib, he can't believe it. I won't be surprised if the captain has aged in the last few overs. Well, Vijay Shankar going for the big hit. Don't think he's got the connection. 2 fielders getting under it. Nobody shouting, but again, the ball bouncing, that can happen. Oh, and he's managed to hold on to it. The eyes were kept on the ball by Mehdi Sarkar. Come on, Athar, come on, tell us about it.
Yes, talk about partnership, Athar.
Just an incredible catch. Vijay Shankar gone for 17. It's 162 for 6.
Don't worry, guys, if you're Indian supporters, he's at the non-striker's end because the batsman cross is going to be Dinesh Karthik taking strike. So that's the only good thing that happened from that last mishap, is that Dinesh Karthik is back on strike. Let me remind you, super over. If India get 4 runs, it's going to be a super over situation. They get 5, hit a 6, they win. They claim the Nidahas Trophy 2018. What a night.
Can Soumya Sarkar become the hero today?
This is ball 5 good Yorkers. Well, 4. One was taken for a boundary.
Last ball, 5 needed. Well, he's gone for it. That's going to be a super over. Or has it gone all the way? It has! This is unbelievable from Dinesh Karthik. That's a 6. One of the flattest 6s you'll ever see in your life. And he got to feel for Bangladesh. But what has Dinesh Karthik achieved? He's my man of the match for tonight.
Without a question, without a question. Now, all the previous deliveries were Yorkers. Why did
India have a big over now if they're to win this?
He's got that away on the onside. He'll get only 1, as Dhoni will want the strike. Tremendous strike. What a strike that is. It has gone a long way into the crowd over the longest part of the boundary, and this has to be one of the biggest 6s you've seen in this one-day tournament. It's gone way back on the hill. And the good thing is Dhoni still on strike. He goes again. He will be caught in the deep. It's a no-ball signal. He'll come back for the second.
Definitely above waist height. Paul Rifle called it immediately. David Warner, I think he was on the case. He knew straight away he was getting it in.
We'll get 2 here, maybe even the boundary. It's pulled back by Warner, but India have come back for 3 and have won this match. So terrific match, and the captain brilliant in the end. Just kept his cool, came out with a big shot when it was needed. So India register their first win against Australia.
India. He's taken his time as well, hasn't he? It's almost like he's taking the deep breaths before the launch. One of these first 2 have to be big. They have to be big shots. He's got the short boundary, right of screen. There it is, wide. Oh! I wasn't sure he was going to call it in the end. It looked like it was just inside the marker. It's a tight one. What do you think?
No, that's fine. That's not a wide. I'm sorry. That's harsh. Nah, no wide.
It's a guide, that line. It tends to, you wait for it to maybe get outside the line before you see the arms come out. Leg side. No question. This should be out. It's 6. It's 6. Dhoni has just got enough on it. And now India needs 6 of 5 balls remaining. Here he goes. This is what Dhoni loves.
He's a special talent, MS Dhoni. He's a freakish talent. Low full toss, somehow manages to get almost a horizontal bat to it and pump it over mid-off for 6.
He's almost sliced this as well. Hasn't quite got it. His bat speed is unbelievable. What a player.
Well, he's done this so many times. The game with India now. 6 from 5. Mitchell Marsh. Now, has he got enough on this one? He hasn't. Warner takes it in the deep. Australia back in it. So Dhoni could have won it right there, but he couldn't get enough bat on it.
Oh, now the plot thickens. The plot thickens. I think they would have crossed, so Pandey's on strike, which is very important. But the big hitter is gone. He just got nothing on it. In comes Dave Warner. Very, very good set of hands. Big pressure on that man. He takes it brilliantly. But I tell you right now, this is an unbelievable game of cricket.
Mitchell Marsh, you imagine how his heart's going. He's still new to this international scene. He scores 100 today. That's a massive tick in his career. He's now bowling at the death. He's trying to win the game for his country. How's he feeling?
Tell you what, his heart rate's about 180 at the moment. Stuck to his nerve. It wasn't quite the perfect ball. He threw it wide. That was his only, I guess, benefit. Was that when Dhoni did hit it, he sliced it.
Gee, that first ball wide's going to come back to haunt Australia, I reckon. It was a very, very harsh call. If that doesn't get called, 3 balls gone, it's a much tighter game.
But what it does do, Jim, it puts you off as a bowler too, because you bowl the perfect ball and then all of a sudden you're angry and then you have to go back and try and bowl that ball again. You somehow got to put that out of the back of your mind.
Well, every game's been close, hasn't it? It's always been in the balance at some point. And here we go, down to the wire, the final one of the VB series, and India. They want this victory. And then they can take that into the T20. 6 from 4. So the 3 balls so far. The first one, harsh wide. But I suppose you're flirting with danger there. 6. And you think Dhoni's going to close it out for his country. And then gets caught in the deep.
Pandey on strike on 98.
And that'll run for 4. Pandey, you little rooper. Not only a boundary, they need 2 more, but it's his 100. His first ever at this level in 4 games.
Brilliant. 80 balls for the 100. The young man, the pressure cooker of an ODI at the SCG with his team needing a mountain in the back overs, and he's made himself 100. Brilliant.
Well, Brett Lee, you were talking about third man being finer. He didn't come round enough, and that was so well played. He was guiding it down there. It's been a quick-fire 100. Again, another player maturing.
Well bowled. That's the thing. It was a great shot. Not the right field set. If he's bowling wide line Yorks, he needs his third man finer.
So Steve Smith now has brought everyone in. Everyone's up. Every Australian in the circle. 1 for the tie, 2 for the victory. They'll be scratching their heads, India, that they haven't won 1, 2, won the series even, the way they've played. Look at the field. Here we go, Mitchell Marsh. That'll do it for India, finally. Something to smile about, something to pump the air about. And Pandey has done it for his country. He's guided them home. Strong assistance from Sharma, Darwin and Dhoni, but it has been a magnificent one-day international series, and finally India get a victory.
Have a look at these cats. They are going absolutely spare. The Billow